Welcome to Everything in Between.
We're a mother
and daughter
with a lot to say about, well,
everything. I'm Braelyn.
And I'm Lynne. And this is your show for perspective, real talk,
and feeling less alone in the chaos.
Hey.
Hey.
That's how we start the podcast now.
Hey.
What's up?
Yeah, how's it going?
Kind of just like a casual conversation.
Kind of.
We should do a podcast.
Yeah.
Oh, no, we already did. I don't know what episode this is. I was listening to one the other day and they were like 379. Are you in it for that long?
Yeah, of course.
Really?
My other podcast that I do with my girlfriends, we're on like episode 65 or something like that. But we only do one a month, so it's been like 5 years.
Oh, okay.
So yeah.
Cool. Mm-hmm. Cool. Well, I'm Lynne.
I'm Braelyn.
This is Everything in Between. Welcome.
Welcome.
We talk about a topic and then we have a lot of in between.
Oh,
usually
our title.
Yes.
So you're referencing?
Yeah. Mm-hmm. I was at a hair appointment before I came here and she was like, "What are you doing this afternoon?" I said, "Recording a podcast." She goes, "What are you talking about?" I said, "I don't know." She goes, "Is that how you guys roll?" I said, "It is indeed."
Yeah.
We usually decide 10 or 15 minutes beforehand.
Maybe sometimes like an hour before.
So today we decided to talk about something that neither one of us knows anything about.
Yes.
So it's going to be super fun.
Yeah.
Because we're just going to make shit up as we go.
It's all speculation.
And we're going to be very speculative.
Yeah.
And we'll
have
not
to do
talking.
A follow-up.
That's true. That'll be fun.
Yeah.
And it's not AI today.
No. Or business.
Yeah. Though I did learn about
technology.
Longevity escape velocity this week.
Yeah, that'll have to be another
It's
episode.
another ep. I'll save that for the tech version. This one is about Braelyn becoming a mom and me becoming a grandma.
Yeah.
And we don't know anything.
No.
So but in true fashion, we're digesting tons of information.
Oh my gosh.
Right?
Yeah.
So what all are you doing to learn about, and maybe to prepare? This is like a brand new journey for you.
Yeah. Well, the second that I found out that I was pregnant in like October, my TikTok feed, it knew because I must have started watching stuff, you know?
Oh my God.
And it is like my whole feed is that now.
Is that too much?
I can't get away from it. I have reset my For You page like 5 times. But the problem is that there's a lot of things I watch because it's relevant.
Right.
And so I'm like taking in all of this stuff. Mm-hmm. But I do feel like there's no scenario, at least when it comes to like birth and pregnancy, that I'm not aware of.
Okay.
Could happen.
Well, in Stoicism, one of the virtues of Stoics is they don't ever want to be surprised.
Oh, that's
so
cool.
Some people find them to be maybe pessimistic, but it's not that. It's just being aware and of what things could go wrong.
Yeah. I think it's nice. I'm
Or
somebody
go right.
that is not like, I don't get like information overwhelm. Like I feel like I like to have a lot of information. Mm-hmm. My brain processes information quickly and like a lot of data
I'm the
at
same
a high
way.
speed.
And then people
so I don't
around
get
you
overload.
are like, ah.
Yeah, people sometimes shut down when they have too much information. Mm-hmm. And so I like it because I like knowing every possible thing that could happen and every experience that could happen. And so I think it's been kind of nice. I feel like if I was becoming a mom in the age where there was no TikTok, like maybe when you became a mom, a lot more surprises. Like you might not have known every single thing that could have possibly happened when you went to the hospital.
Could be.
But for me, they could be like, oh, this thing is happening. I'd be like, oh, I read all about that. I saw that. I saw 5 people that happened to. I know exactly what to expect.
It's fine.
Like even down to like, I mean, gritty details about like just birth and
There's
everything.
a lot of
that's
fluid.
like top
You
of
know
mind.
that, right?
Like just everything that could possibly happen. Like, oh, this scenario. It's like, oh, okay, cool. Well, like I know about that. Mm-hmm. And that makes me feel a lot better because you're not like going in blind.
Yeah, we're also different. I'm really very much the same as you are. Give me all the information possible. I want to know about it. I process it well without becoming anxious about it. Mm-hmm. But I know there's a lot of people that are just like, I have to stop.
Yeah.
It's too much.
Yeah.
So when I became a mom, it was in the mid 80s.
Yeah, very different.
And I happened to be...
What, did you read like magazines?
Yes, but I was in this church setting at the time. And I remember at one time there were 17 women pregnant at the same time.
That you were.
Yes.
Yeah.
And so there was just a lot of knowledge share in an actual physical community, because you would know, like, this is how that one went and that one did this. And it was kind of like a little tribe,
Yeah.
if you would, of everyone going through the same thing. And it gave me a sense of comfort that nobody I knew died.
Yeah.
No one really, I don't know if people had serious complications. Some people had C-sections.
Yeah.
Some people were induced. But the birth experience itself, and then on into raising kids, you were sort of doing it in this environment where there was a lot of knowledge share.
I do think it takes some like discernment when you're living in the age that we're living in, because it's not a little community of people that are sharing this stuff. It's the world, or more on a US centric base. And people are more likely to share when things go wrong, or more likely, that's the stuff that is more likely to get views.
It's all super easy and I've got it dialed in. I look beautiful at the same time.
A very small percentage of what you see when
That's
it comes to birth
moms,
online,
though, right?
because the stuff when things go wrong, that's like more, you get more views, it's more
interesting.
So that's, you
Just
have
like
to
the
have some
news.
discernment, or else if you are the type of person who tends to worry or get anxious, you could just see all of this bad stuff. But you have to remind yourself, like, at least what I do is like, that's a very small percentage of people. That's just what we're being shown.
Is TikTok more gritty though? Because I find like I see moms on Instagram that really make it look like everything's perfect and beautiful.
TikTok is definitely, you don't see a lot of that on TikTok, not as much. People feel more like they're like, oh, I'll see people who talk about like really good pregnancy, really good birth, and they are like nervous to share about it because they don't want to come across as bragging, you know? But I think Instagram is a bit more polished sometimes.
Right.
But I like that about TikTok. It feels more raw and real. And there are people sharing good stories on there, obviously. You just have to remind yourself that like the loudest stuff might not always be the most common.
How much do you think, are you sharing then too? This is my experience so far being pregnant.
I have like a spam TikTok account. That's not my business one. And I've been sharing some stuff, especially like as a neurodivergent person. I went into it with a lot of like ideas of what it might be like. And it's been nothing like what I thought that it was going to be like.
Like with your high sensitivity?
Yeah, I just being a really sensitive sensory person, and like just kind of having these expectations that it was going to be really hard. And I mean, I've been very lucky. I've had a very easy pregnancy so far. So that's helped a lot. But I've been sharing my perspective on things. Even just like one of the biggest things is that I really thought that I wouldn't feel like me.
Right. Isn't that, you were telling me the other day, you said, it's so weird because I'm just standing here and nothing feels different, but I have a baby inside.
Yeah.
And I still feel like the same. Why are they letting me do this?
Yeah. It's like, not so much like, why are they letting me? But I just still feel so much like me. There's nothing really that's changed. If anything, I might feel more like me in a weird way. Like, I think I just feel more comfortable in my body. And it's really nice to just be able to like let your belly hang out, like without having to like subconsciously suck in, or like even just think negative things about yourself when you look in the mirror. It's a lot easier to like not do that. And so that's been kind of nice. I feel like I did a lot of work on my body image the last few years, because when you turn 30, everything just changes as a woman, and you go through like what they call second puberty, and your body just starts shifting all over the place. And so
skin,
I kind of
that,
had to do a lot of like work on that. And so I'm glad I did all of that, because I feel like if I hadn't, this might be harder. Like I know some women really do struggle with body image during pregnancy because maybe they were really thin,
right? And
now you're not, and you're gaining weight, and the numbers going up on the scale, and that can all be triggering. But for me, it's been like pretty chill. It's been, I almost just like myself more. I like have more happier feelings looking in the mirror.
Oh, that's interesting.
But I still feel so much like me.
Yeah.
That hasn't changed at all.
I don't think that ever actually changes.
I know.
I always tell you that.
I think one thing I've been talking to like friends about is like, how strong is your sense of identity before you get pregnant? And if you have a very strong sense of identity, you really know who you are, then I don't think that pregnancy like gets rid of that.
That's another thing about in my generation, people were mostly becoming parents in their 20s.
That's quite different.
And now it's mostly in their 30s. If we're just going to make broad sweeps, and you're at a different place.
Yeah, you
in
totally.
life.
If I got pregnant at 22, oh my God, I wouldn't. I had no idea who I was.
And
I was
like,
all over the place.
Just the way that your dad was at 23 compared to the way your husband is.
Oh, yeah.
You know, it was not like that.
No.
He was struggling with my body image.
Yeah,
like,
that's just a whole different thing.
It was weird,
Yeah.
you know, and very young, very frightened.
Yeah.
Very much feeling like the weight of the responsibility. And it's better.
Yeah.
To be a little older.
I think
you're not quite as nimble at the playground.
I can't compare it to anything, right? You know,
right.
But it does feel nice to like, I have this very strong sense of self, and there's no way that that's going to get wiped out somehow. And that was something I was really nervous about.
Right.
Was like, what if I don't feel like myself anymore? And I still feel, I feel exactly the same.
Yeah.
Hasn't
I'm
really
getting
changed.
served up a lot of things because as soon as I started looking at cribs, it's like, oh, my interwebs knows that.
Does it know you're a grandma versus a mom
100%,
too? Like
because
it knows
how
your
old
age?
I am. Yeah.
That's crazy.
So I have like these grandma, how to not be a sucky grandma accounts, you know?
That's funny.
It is. And then, God, my Pinterest board is like taken over.
Oh yeah, because you use that for your
So I made
nursery
a new
info
Pinterest
stuff.
board for the grands,
Yeah.
right? Now, like that's my whole feed. I'm like, I want to actually look at some other things.
Yeah, that's funny.
So I have to like get off of that sometimes.
Yeah.
But yeah, I am being served up things as well.
That's so interesting.
Which is really interesting.
Yeah.
Probably because of what and then if I spend any time on that ad, they're going to know, or that person's. Then,
Well,
you know, they know.
It's fascinating because millennials, we grew up with very involved grandparents. Most millennials that you talk to saw their grandparents a lot, vacations,
Really?
trips, like very like spending afternoons at their house, weekends
I
at
know
their
what's
house, like
coming.
super involved grandparents. But most millennials' parents are not great grandparents.
Well,
Most
they
of
didn't
your
grow up
people-
with involved grandparents.
No.
They
So it's
didn't
like
know.
now that the millennials' parents are becoming grandparents, they're kind of dropping the ball. A lot of
I've heard
millennials are
that.
talking about how like their kids aren't getting the same experience with grandparents that they had as kids.
Yeah. Interesting.
Like they want like for instance, they're like, oh, you know, I have a hair appointment, I've got a nail appointment, I
can't take the
I can't take the
baby.
baby because I'm gonna go hang out with so and so, or they're not baby proofing their houses, or you know, the parents are having to travel cross country with all of this stuff because the grandparents don't have anything at the house.
Ah. See, we had different ones. We had 3 sets of grandparents for you, and one we lived near. I wouldn't call them. They did a lot of things I do not want to do.
Yeah,
But
they were
if
very
you guys
involved.
thought it was great, that's good.
I mean, as from a child perspective, they
Yes.
were around a lot.
They were around a lot.
Birthdays,
they were kind
holidays,
and fun.
like
Yes.
I mean, we went to Disneyland.
Right.
How many times because of the grandparents?
Yes, that's true. That's true.
Which I have no doubt. I'm not worried about you guys being. On both sides, I'm very lucky because I think we have good grandparents that will be around and very active on both sides.
That's where it gets really interesting is we have this family dynamic of all adults. We travel together well.
Oh my gosh.
You know, we all love great food.
Yeah,
we
what
like
did
bougie restaurants.
I think when I
like,
told my family that I was pregnant, my oldest sister was like, "Oh, well, now our family vacations are fucked."
Yeah.
Was basically what
She's
she
just
said.
kidding.
Way to ruin all of the family vacations.
All of-
Which, to be fair, we've had like 15 years of really nice family vacations with no children. So that is going to change the dynamic.
Yeah, but you would have to have a lot of kids between you and maybe one of your sisters to even come close to outnumbering us.
No, and I don't think we're going to be one of those families that like has a child-centered approach on anything.
I can't see that.
Like, we are just going to drag the children along to whatever we are doing.
Yeah, get with it.
Again, we're saying this before we have
We don't
any-
know anything at all, but we think they're going to be very bougie and like fine food and sit nicely in
We
restaurants.
might be like, well, that was, we'll see.
We did laugh because right after you told us that at Christmas, we were all together as a family and we went out to, after dinner, we went to this cute, cozy little Christmas bar. We're all sitting there sipping wassail.
I mean, I was not.
Yes, of course. And we're sitting there and it's like 10:30 at 11 at night or whatever. And somebody was like, well, I guess this is over.
Yeah.
And I was like, well, I don't know.
Can't you just have a sleeping baby and a carrier next to you?
Yeah, but then they stop sleeping when they're toddlers. Well, I will say,
maybe we'll get a vacation nanny.
I don't think you're going to need one because you got
somebody that when if we want to go out, you know,
maybe
the whole family wants to go out for cocktails after dinner. They do that. That's a real thing.
That sounds cool.
Yeah.
We just we traveled a lot with one set of your grandparents.
Yep. Yeah. When there's a lot of adults.
So there were 3 of you and 4 of us.
Yeah.
So we always had plenty of hands. And it worked fine, honestly, because you guys just kind of bipped around between us.
Yeah.
And we took you to nice places.
Well, I showed you this, or I told you about this funny TikTok I saw that was 4 millennial parents sitting on the beach, like sipping their drinks, you know? And they were like, okay, we figured out the key to an amazing vacation with children. And it was bring the grandparents and the girl pans the camera around. And then in the cabana in the shade is 2 sets of grandparents with like 4 children.
Fantastic.
All the parents were just relaxing.
I don't think you need a nanny if you have decent grandparents.
Yeah.
It's so true. Now, I do have friends who are grandparents and siblings, and the experiences are as different as they are.
Yeah.
But I will tell you that you bring you along to the experience.
Yeah. Every family has different dynamics to begin with.
If you've got kind of weird family dynamics to start with, you're going to have kind of weird grandparenting dynamics. I have people I know that their kids travel a lot because millennial parents, I think it's for the most part pretty cool. They travel all the time, sometimes with their kids, sometimes without their kids. And it's stuff that we never maybe had the means to do. Like our family vacations where you throw in a minivan
we're driving
across the country.
Yeah.
Or we're throwing you in a minivan and going to Disney. Yeah. That was about it.
Yeah.
People are going like overseas. They go on cruises. They go to Vegas. Sometimes the kids come. My friends' grandkids are 8 and they've been to more places in the world. Like they've been to Europe already. They've been on like 10 cruises. They've been all over.
Yeah.
And I don't think that's bad.
Yeah.
I don't think it's just very different. And I think some people in different generations might have a tendency to get kind of judgy about that and go, well, who do they think they are? You know,
that's just how we are.
Yeah.
I mean, looking at my in-laws' family, like I went from seeing them having no grandkids to seeing them having 3 grandkids, and their like trips, their vacations, their stuff hasn't changed at all.
Yeah.
Like they just do stuff the way they do stuff. Yeah. It's maybe a bit more kid friendly to begin with than like our family was. But it hasn't really changed the way that they operate or take trips or anything like that.
Well, like even if we're on a big day and you're sightseeing or something, one person can take the one kid who's tired
and go home
and rest. And actually, most of the time,
there's always somebody that's
like, please make it me. Yeah. I'll go lay down.
I'll take the exit.
Yeah, we know. And Whitney will be the one in our family. Let me get off my feet.
Yeah.
I'll take all the babies back and go rest with them. Yeah. Yeah. So again, we're speculative.
I mean, yeah, we just went to Disneyland with my in-laws family.
Okay.
And 3 kids.
How old are the kids?
7, 5, and almost 2.
And would you call it a nightmare?
No, but what I was going to say is that the Disneyland trips that I've done with them before, it was like exactly the same, you know?
Oh,
funny. They got there before it opened. They stayed super late. Like the kids didn't change that dynamic. I left earlier.
Did they go home and rest? The kids at all?
No.
They just 12-houred it.
Yep.
Wow.
2 days in a row.
Even the baby.
Well,
because he can sleep in the stroller.
He was passed out in the stroller, yeah. But like no one left early because, you know, I left early because I was like, my feet hurt, I'm dying.
Right.
But there was it wasn't any different than the other times I've been to Disneyland with them, you know.
So does it change family relationships, or how does it change family relationships? Like you're now a parent, your sisters will be aunts. We're grandparents. Our roles are changing.
Slightly. Yeah. But I think those family dynamics, if they're strong, they're not going anywhere. You know, people still are going to play their roles. But it will be interesting, I think, with my oldest sister. Like, I know that I personally will want to make time for like adult-only vacations.
Okay. Well, that's possible.
Right?
Yeah. But even
and like adult-only hangouts.
A lot of times on our vacations, I shouldn't say a lot. We make it easy if you don't all want to go do the same thing.
We're not a family that takes vacations and group everything.
No,
everybody does their own thing.
But the funny thing is, on this I feel like it was the last time we had a summer vacation, it felt like everybody did everything. And I was like, I thought we were that family that
in
maybe
Hawaii?
We weren't. A little bit.
I mean, you guys had your friends, so it's nice because then you can
True.
go do the old people stuff. They wake up way earlier.
Might be the best grandparent tip yet.
Yeah.
Is bring along reinforcements.
A friends for you.
Yeah.
Yeah. Because then, like, we sleep in late. We do different things. But you wake up at, like, 7 a.m. You go walk to get your
do
coffee.
that. It's
the
true.
millennials get out of bed at, like, 10:30. You're already gone. You know, note on the counter. We went to town. We're shopping.
Okay, well, speaking of the millennials getting up at 10:30, what's happening to the sleep schedules?
Well, I don't always get up. It's on vacation. That's a bit different,
Okay.
right?
You're not a 10:30 girl.
No, not normally.
How do you see, or what do you think about the lack of sleep or your sleep changing? Have you and your husband talked about how you're going to navigate the nights?
I mean, I
Do
think
you have
we'll
a
be.
plan?
We haven't like talked nitty gritty, but I think generally we tend to approach stuff like as a team, and if something is not working, we'll figure it out. But we already both. I mean, we have a very senior dog who gives us a lot of problems during the night already.
And you have a wild toddler.
And we just
of a dog.
We had got a puppy. She'll be 2 soon. So we went through that whole first year of her being crazy. So we're very used to sleep disruptances.
Can I just say she's still a little crazy?
Oh, for sure.
Okay.
For sure. But she sleeps through the night. She's not giving us
Okay.
problems at night. But we get a lot of sleep disruption because of the dogs. And we're both very good at like waking up, handling it, falling back asleep.
And you're
Like-
not getting mad, like, damn
No.
it, I gotta get up again.
I mean, sometimes in the middle of the night, like I'm like yelling at the dog because he's stood up for the 17th time. And I'm like, you know, I'll get a little frustrated.
Well, that's a lot.
No, it is annoying, but we joke that we're like, well, you know, it's just preparing us. But I do think like, I don't know. I'm going to shoot myself in the foot probably for saying this, but like you get up, you feed it, you go back to sleep. You get up, you feed it, you go back. Like, is it really that is awful? If the other
Who
thing
makes
is,
it sound awful?
neither of us have jobs where we need to be up at 8 a.m. and leave the
Right.
house. So that changes things completely because we're not like, oh, I need to be at the office by 7:30 or 8 o'clock. And so I need to make sure that like so-and-so is getting good sleep and you're not waking each other up. Like,
I don't feel like the narrative was the same in the 80s.
but that's just the running
You
joke.
know?
Oh, you're not going to get any sleep. Oh, your sleep's going to be so disrupted.
Yeah, why do people want to say that?
I don't
mean,
know.
because babies do wake up in the
I
night,
think-
it turns out, and it's pretty short.
That's what I feel
actually.
like.
And then they just call you. Like a toddler will just wake up and call you.
Yeah.
And you just have to go in there and like give them some water or something
Yeah.
and tell them there's not a monster under the bed or
Yeah.
whatever. We didn't have that narrative around. This sucks. This ruins my life.
Going back to our last episode, mindset.
Yeah.
I think is so important.
If you have a baby, you know you're going to be waking up.
Like I could be way more annoyed about my dog situation. It is, if you look at that on paper, it is a really annoying situation. Does it bother me that much? No.
Right.
I know he's old and
I had my nephew, my great nephew.
we find a solution.
When he was pretty small, one of the parents broke their leg or something. And so they had to bring him to my house overnight. I was like, oh, damn, haven't done this for a while.
Yeah.
And they're like, you know, here's the bottles and the diapers. And I'm like, what do I do? Like, what's his schedule? And they're like, I don't know. Like, he sleeps and then he wakes up. And I'm like, okay. So we had his little playpen in our room because we didn't have a monitor.
Yeah.
So he wakes up like at 2 or 3, like a baby does. I wasn't mad. I just got up and I sat on the couch and I fed him his bottle and I was like, oh, I remember this. And then he got real cute. And he's like looking at me and he's trying to interact and be all cute. And I was like, oh no, we're not, I remember this. They'll drag you into this thing of how cute they are. And then pretty soon they're like wide awake and they don't want to
Yeah.
go back to bed. So my instinct took over from all those years. And I was like, no, we're not doing cute time in the middle of the night because then I'm going to be up for an hour.
Yeah.
And so I just kind of burped him and got him sleepy. And then I laid him down awake like I did with you guys. And then I went to bed and he went back to sleep.
Yeah.
And I was like, I wasn't that hard.
Yeah.
I don't mean to make this like there are colicky babies that scream through
Yeah,
the night,
everybody's
literally.
situation is different.
All of it is situational and usually short term.
Yeah.
You know.
But yeah, I think the mindset is huge. Like how bothered by it are you? You know?
So is that kind of What's the mindset that you're seeing of parents online?
Like
Is it
50-50 of people being like, there's two different terms that I see a lot. One is the newborn trenches,
okay?
and the other one is newborn bliss.
Or no in between.
Granted, if you have a very colicky baby and, but I think a lot of people, even just the waking up and in the middle of the night for them is horrid.
Oh.
I also think it depends, like, what's your spousal situation? Mm-hmm. Are they sleeping through the night and you're not waking them up because they have a full-time job and they have to get up and leave the house?
Right.
Then that sucks. You're up by yourself in the middle of the night. Mm-hmm. This will be a 2-person job. Then you see these really funny TikToks where it's like the parents are young and they'll put on like shots, like that's the song, and they're like dancing at 3 a.m. in their room with the bottle and the baby because they're like awake, and so they're like the whole house is partying at 3 a.m. They're like making it fun.
Yeah.
And I think it really does just come down to your mindset about it.
And I think not comparing, like nobody knows what everybody else's situation is.
No, and if you get a baby that's a bad sleeper, that's colicky, like that's obviously going to be a really shitty situation. Mm-hmm. But I think just the normal baby waking up in the middle of the night and all that stuff, you can look at it as like, wow, this was the worst thing ever. And this is horrible. And I hate this. And I don't like any moment of this. Or you can just be like, it's just a season and it's not that bad. And put them down and you go back to sleep.
Yeah. Especially if you're a good sleeper.
Yeah. And I can wake up and fall back asleep easily. I mean, the dog wakes me up 17 times a night. Mm-hmm. I yell at him and then I go back to bed. Or recently,
I think a pro tip is naps too, like
for the people. For
yes,
the adults?
for the humans.
Yeah,
naps are great.
I'm not a napper, so we'll see what happens.
You might be though if you're missing sleep in the middle of the night.
I mean, I could just see me being somebody that goes to bed at like 7. You know?
That's a nap because you're going to be getting up at 9 to feed again.
Sure, but it's not like a middle of the day nap. We'll see. I've just never really been a napper. Even through this whole pregnancy, I think I've taken 2 naps, and they've both been like, okay, I get home from work and I'm super tired and I'll sleep from like 7 to 8:30.
Ooh, yeah, that's a big one.
Yeah, I always do a 90-minuter.
Really?
Yeah.
I always heard 30-minute was optimal.
If you do 90, it's okay because that's a full sleep cycle.
Because you're getting a sleep cycle, but then you're dipping into deep sleep.
No, not deep.
You're just getting to REM and light? Okay, I got you.
That's what I'll do. And then I'll wake up and I'll feel a lot better.
There's so many decisions, and this came up yesterday because I was thinking about, do we want to do like a family brunch on Easter Sunday? And we haven't done one for a while. And so I was pinging you guys. And then I was like, by the way, are you going to do Easter with your kid? And I was just asking that question thinking, I don't know, because currently, no one in the family is terribly religious.
No.
We're not going to church on Easter.
No.
So we're having this brunch, but we don't do much about Easter, really.
Yeah.
And so it was interesting.
We did as kids, though. All out.
Yeah. It was interesting because your sister's working on having children, and she was like, hell to the no, we're not doing Easter. And like the baskets and the bunnies and none of that makes any sense, and how does it tie to the religious holiday? I know she went off on a whole thing.
They're gonna want to have a sleepover at my house on Easter.
That's what they said. Yeah. Well, so then they came over. Her and her husband came over, and they were talking about some more. And she was like, "Well, now I realize though, they're gonna go to school and learn about that.
Yeah.
And Aunt Braelyn's kids are gonna get Easter baskets.
Yeah.
And so you're kind of screwed."
Because I was like, of course we're doing Easter. Like, not Jesus Easter, just Easter Bunny Easter.
Yeah. And the egg hunts. Oh, 100%. And they get a basket.
Egg hunts, just because as a kid, like that was so fun.
Did you like an egg hunt?
I fucking loved an egg hunt because I was so competitive. I had a blast with those. And we lived in Scottsdale for a lot of my childhood memories.
Yeah.
I remember some bougie ass egg hunts.
Probably.
Some like really nice bougie fancy egg hunts where you were getting like $10 bills inside.
I am
and stuff
not
like
throwing that kind of situation.
No, but there'll be like a neighborhood. We'll find something,
Yeah, I think my neighborhood has a pretty big one.
Yeah.
So that's going to be so interesting because I said, oh man, this is just one of like 20,000 decisions that you have to make about children that you don't often think about until you're getting pregnant or you're already pregnant.
Yeah.
Or you're thinking about it. I was
telling you, a lot of millennial parents some get really into the Elf on the Shelf. And some millennial parents are like, fuck that, we're not doing that. That's not coming to our house. So they've developed this thing where they will tell their children, like, oh, when you were a baby, these are the magical creatures that I signed up for. They will come to our house. and I picked.
So you're lying to them.
I mean, it's all a lie, right? But it's good fun. But, the elf on the shelf was not one that I signed up for. So Josie at school might have elf on the shelf, but we don't have it at home. And it's because I didn't sign up for it.
And you have to pick it when you come.
But we get the Tooth Fairy and we get the Easter Bunny and we get Santa Claus. And
we were laughing about how there's all these stories where creatures are coming into your home and bringing you things.
Yeah.
Money for your lost tooth, the Easter bunnies.
I mean, I'm going to tell them about Krampus.
You are?
Oh, yeah.
And then you were talking today about the leprechauns?
Yes.
Wow. And then Santa comes in, but then when they call you up and say, hey, there's a monster in my bed, you're like, no, there's not. Nothing can get in the house. You're safe, except for Santa, the Easter Bunny,
the Tooth Fairy,
the elf on the shelf, the leprechauns.
Yeah.
Like, it's a little bit weird.
Yeah, it is funny.
So it's just, as it comes into the family, I'm like, hey, man, I will just support whatever. This is where I'm going to go.
Yeah.
Like, I don't care what y'all do.
As a spooked adult, I don't like sleeping in the dark. If my husband's out of town, I will literally sleep with the light on in my room.
Oh.
I hate sleeping in the dark. It's just, I don't like it when I'm by myself.
Do you just think someone's in my room and I wouldn't know?
Yeah, someone's in the house. The dog didn't bark, someone's in the house. I just don't like it.
You have 2 German Shepherds.
I know.
Your brain doesn't tell
One
you
of them
that.
is deaf, so it doesn't count. The other one barks at everything. You don't know. It's almost scarier.
Not helpful.
She starts barking at stuff and you're like, great.
Yeah.
I imagine that my child could potentially be that way also.
Mm-hmm.
So, we'll have night lights. And
Kids always have night lights.
Had great memories having the dog sleep on the foot of my bed.
Oh, that's so sweet.
Solved all my nighttime scaries. Mm-hmm. So we've got a dog that will be great at that if we need to.
When you would go to bed, you would have plushies everywhere.
Mm-hmm.
And we had to get to where we limited the number because you would go to bed with one.
Yeah.
Then you would call us and you were upstairs. Yeah. We would put the TV on pause. We'd go upstairs. What? I want that one too.
Yeah.
Give you that one. We'd go back downstairs. You would call us. So then we said, okay, you get 9 or whatever it is. And you got to pick them out and they got to sleep with you. So you had this mound of plushies. You don't feel like
you're alone.
You had the real dog.
Yeah.
You had this little, there weren't sound machines, but you had one song that we played on a CD on repeat.
Yes. I also was remembering that I had a small television in my room, I think at the age of maybe 9.
Breaking every rule we ever thought we wanted.
Yeah.
That's the thing is a lot of parents will laugh at people who are not parents. They say, oh yeah, you think you're not going to put your kid on screens. Wait till you have this day happen, whatever.
Yeah.
That's not a nice way to talk to people.
No.
It's like if people have a bad experience and they feel bad about it, they want to drag you along.
Yeah.
Instead of saying, I wish I hadn't done that.
They're trying to prepare you mentally, but it's for a situation that might not even happen to you. It's a little preemptive.
I think that's a big challenge with the parenting and the grandparenting is just all the information of everybody sharing.
Yes.
And then there's somehow with kids, there's judgment in there. Mm-hmm. I don't know.
No matter what you do as a mom, you get judged. You work, you don't work.
Yeah.
No matter what the situation is, someone's going to judge you.
You're not doing it right.
You're not doing it right. So that's why I'm glad that I'm somebody that can just smile and nod when people are giving me advice, Mm-hmm. And I don't, again, strong sense of self. I don't need your judgment or your validation. I can just smile and nod and make my own decisions.
So I haven't asked you this, but I do watch siblings and friends not give advice to their kids.
Yeah.
Who are parents.
Yeah.
And sometimes they see things that they talk about between them that they don't love over here or they get concerned about, but they don't say it because they say they don't want to intrude, which I can appreciate.
Yeah.
Because as the mom of an ADHD child, I got a lot of unsolicited feedback.
You had to do a lot of stuff
about how I fed you and I had to do things differently. But do you see a role where do you feel like you or your husband will ask either parent for advice if something doesn't seem to be working?
I feel like generally we do that already.
Yeah, you do. It's true.
And I feel like my rule of thumb will be is whatever is happening disruptive to everyone?
Oh.
Then I would want you to tell me.
Okay.
If I'm not aware of it.
That's
but
a
I
really
also
good
tend to think I'm
guideline.
pretty self-aware. But if we're disrupting the whole group, you know, but then again, that's hard because as a child, the grandparent could have said, "Oh, you not letting her sit at the dinner table is not disruptive, but maybe bothersome."
That's probably a bad example because
Yeah.
you not sitting at
But I feel like
you
it
were
just-
not allowed to like run around and scream.
As a kid, I did a lot
you
of
know.
stuff that maybe not disruptive, but just different. But I think that's the difference. Is like, are we disrupting everyone?
Oh yeah,
With this
and
situation
have a
that is
self-awareness
going
around
on.
that.
But I do think that I am self-aware enough to notice that and
That's
to
good.
remove myself from the situation if needed. Like, I don't foresee me being blind to something.
Do we give you unsolicited advice very often? Do we say, "Hey, that's a dumb idea"? You're
Literally
doing?
never.
Oh, really? Oh my God, that makes me feel so good.
I can't think of any time you tried to give me like
thought you were gonna be like
past
all the
judgment on
fucking
me.
time.
No, I literally feel like it just comes to down to the fact that we're very open in our family, so we just say shit, and we're also all pretty self-aware.
Right. Well, also, Dad and I have a rule that we try to live by, where we say, like, if we're going to start forming a strong opinion,
Which our family has a lot of.
I've got to get an idea, though. A strong opinion about something you're not willing to bring up to the person. So it might be, you know, the sleep habits of a kid, say, right? And so if as parents, you're constantly talking about, they're not doing it right, they're really not, you know, they need to just put her to bed or blah, 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 blah. And you talk about it all the time.
Yeah.
We do not do that.
Yeah.
And we catch each other and say, do you want to really grab onto that thing that you're saying right now and hold that?
Yeah.
Because you can have the thought, you're going to have the thought, but if you hold it and
Becomes
take it
something
in
else.
and it becomes a thing, now you're withholding that.
And then you're getting resentful.
And you're getting resentful, or you're just not being authentic.
Yeah.
You're smiling and nodding, and inside you're going, you're really dumb about the way you're managing that kid's sleeping, you know?
Our family doesn't do that.
I
We don't
hope
have
not.
a lot of situations where people are bothered by each other and they're not just saying it
Yeah, I hope not.
the first second.
Right.
Like,
Because
we're
if you
so-
are, you have to test it and be like, is this something that I want?
Yeah.
And is it meaningful? Why is it bothering me if
Yeah.
it's your life, right? And so you kind of have to think about it in those terms. And then, if it's disruptive to everyone, or go out on a limb and be like, if it's really harmful to the child.
Something, right? There's a
Right.
line.
But like if I just felt like you were completely mismanaging your schedule or something, and if you were complaining to me that you were exhausted and you couldn't figure out the baby's schedule and you guys were just not synced up and everything just felt like chaos at your house.
You would
and
give us suggestions.
if you're telling me that, I would be like, do you want me to tell you something you could try, you
Yeah.
know? And I would assume by you complaining to me that you're open to feedback.
Yeah. I'm trying to think of literally any scenario in our world right now with which this happens in our family. And I literally can't think of anything.
Look, we did so many stupid things, and we had our parents shaking their heads at us so much all the time. Even with like
No one's doing anything stupid.
One of our parents thought that our business was a stupid idea,
Yeah, that's crazy.
right? And would not invest in it.
Yeah.
I hope he doesn't listen to this podcast.
No.
Anyway, look how that turned out. So I think we have this fierce don't do that, because we felt like that was done to us a lot. There was
Yeah.
a lot of shaking of the heads. No, and also you guys just all got HELOCs on your houses.
Yeah, at your advice.
I
we
know.
literally asked you, I said, hey,
True.
we have this loan and we can get this one. And would it make sense to pay this off? Does this make more sense based on the interest rates and da-da-da-da? We know that we can come to you guys and you're going to give us sound advice.
Right.
So I think when we are parents, we're going to come to you when shit hits the fan and we don't know what to do.
But I think our
And we
parents
know
would have
you're
been
gonna
like,
give us good advice.
why are you getting a HELOC? Why are you going into debt?
Yeah,
What are you
that's
doing
the
that
difference,
for?
maybe.
Yeah.
Is that we know that
And they
for,
just told us.
for most things, if we come to you for advice, we know we're gonna get good advice out of that.
Yeah. Is your husband that way with his parents?
No,
Okay.
I don't think he goes to them for advice.
So what's going to be interesting, I keep saying this, is that he's the primary parent
Yeah.
And he's my son-in-law, not my son.
Yeah.
Not my daughter.
I mean, no, it's going to be both of us, very much so.
But he's the one at home.
Sure, yeah.
Mostly. Right?
Yeah.
Once you get past your leave.
Yeah.
So I just think it's going to be interesting because I kind of pictured
Like who
if
he'll
you
call.
were at home,
Yeah.
I'd be like coming over all
I don't
the
think
time.
he's going to call you.
Right.
You know?
And you and I'd be like calling you. I'd be like, hey, I'm out. You want me to
You know
drop
what
by?
he's going to do?
What?
He's going to call me.
And say what?
Like if he's having a problem.
What do I do?
Yeah, he'll call me and then we'll figure out.
But he's not
figure
going
out
to get
where
the little
go from there.
pop-ins that you would get as a daughter, probably.
I mean,
You know, we're like, I'm
fine with
right
that.
around. You want a tea from AJ's?
you should do that. That'd be nice.
For him?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know, hey, do you want lunch? Like, I'm getting Starbucks. Did you get coffee yet? Yeah, you could totally.
How's
do
your
that.
day? Want me to fold some laundry with you?
Yeah, he's pretty chill. You know.
I mean, because sometimes just sitting on the floor folding baby laundry while the kid's there,
Yeah.
you just don't feel as alone.
I just picture him like being so low key about everything. So it'll be interesting to see.
He does snap his fingers at the dog, though.
I mean, he's great with the dogs.
Yeah.
You know, like
In a
he's
good
got
way.
them under, like he's in a really nice way. Because like I am the more unhinged parent when it comes to the dogs. Like I'm
Interesting.
screaming at them, I'm yelling at
So you're gonna
them,
come home
I'm like
and scream
fake
at these
hitting,
children
like not
right
hitting them, but I'm like, oh, you know, like I'm the one that loses my temper quicker with the dogs. I'm like, get out of here.
Wow.
He'll even say like, I'll be eating and like one's just here and one's just here, and I'm like, go away, get away, and he's like, get away, mommy doesn't want you by
They're
her
dogs,
right now. I
though.
know.
They're not children.
I know. But I think he is more like level. He's more like he doesn't get.
Yeah.
He doesn't get as amped up. I'm like dad in that way.
Yeah.
I get a little ramped up a little too fast sometimes. So
Oh.
it'll be interesting to
He
see.
picked the right parent to stay home.
Yeah.
You're gonna be
What
like,
did he say the other
"Peace
day?
out."
He's like, I'm gonna be the one that's home more, so I can have a more of a molding effect on it. I said,
that's
you guys
gonna
are gonna
be
be
fun.
buddies.
Very
Yeah.
cool. So we are talking about things we don't know anything about.
Yes.
Gonna blow us up in the comments and tell us, look out,
Yeah.
life's hitting you in the face.
That's another thing that's interesting. People I've gotten told so many times, and again, I just smile and nod. Oh, okay.
You
great.
have no idea what's coming.
Oh, it's going to be so hard.
Why would you want that mentality?
I think in their heart of hearts, they truly want to prepare you for just in case it is hard. But it's not. Do you know anything that happens in my life that I'm like, wow, this is so hard?
Right.
Nothing.
And you've been through lots of hard things.
Yes. I just don't. I go through hard things and I don't believe that they're hard. So then they're not as hard.
Yeah.
It's a mindset thing. It sounds really crazy.
No one
saying
can
that out
wait
loud.
for the Braelyn bubble to go into parenthood.
Yeah, but watch, I'm gonna be like, oh, this is easy breezy.
Oh my God.
I've got this easy breezy kid, and
Oh, good Lord.
but even if that's the thing is that even if it is hard, I'm not one that's gonna sit around and go, oh my God, this is so hard. Like I just don't do that about anything.
I never said that I can remember about like parenting in general or it would be like, this was a hard day.
Yeah,
Today was a hard day.
Yeah.
But I never would have been like, oh my God, it's just awful having two kids or three kids or one kid. Or,
yeah,
you know, I remember trying to, like, in the morning, there were ages where all three of you could cry at the same time. That's
yeah.
loud.
That's annoying.
Yeah. So once two of you would get going, I would
Yeah.
often just look at the other one and be like, do you want to join in?
Yeah.
Let's just go right now. 'Cause, I mean, I just was funny about it.
Yeah.
I never would have said like those were hard years.
Yeah.
Your dad, I still look at those years and go, oh my gosh, we had so
fun.
much fun.
Yeah,
Right? You had a hard night
yeah,
or a hard week or hard situations, but it wasn't like, oh my God, parenting is so hard. And I had three kids, damn it, and the little one was ADHD and I had no idea what to do. The middle one was ADHD and anxious and we didn't even know what that was.
Yeah.
And the oldest one didn't tell us anything that she was thinking.
yeah.
And so I'm not going to tell you I had easy street kids.
No,
But y'all could sit at a restaurant and have a
mean,
dinner
I
with the
was
best of them. Which
an
was,
awful
you know.
child.
No, you weren't.
Not awful. I was hard to deal with,
For your sisters
and
and your dad.
yeah, for everyone.
You
Maybe
were just
besides
different.
you. Yeah.
You were different.
I took more. I took more of your chips up, maybe.
Yes. But I never walked around going, oh, I have an ADHD kid. It's so hard.
Yeah.
Just not how I approach life either.
Yeah, I think it's just a different mindset. But it's just interesting that everybody just puts that on you. Oh, nobody comes up to me and says, "You are just in for the treat of your life."
Oh, Braelyn,
This is just going to be
you are in for
such
the
bliss.
best time of your life.
Like, no one says that.
No, I'm telling
Everybody
you that.
always feels the need to like
I'm
warn
saying,
you.
oh my
you know?
gosh, you are in for the best time.
Yeah.
It is so much fun.
That's how I feel.
Yeah.
I feel like,
It's literally the best.
yeah.
The kids are just too damn cute.
Yeah.
They do funny stuff.
Right?
They're adorable as babies.
Yeah.
They're pretty simple, you know?
We'll see. We're going to film a
Here we go.
recap of this.
They're going to get freaking
a
blown
year
up in
later.
the comments.
It's going to be so funny. We'll see how our perspectives have shifted.
Oh my God.
But I just feel like
I'm
there's
looking forward
nothing-
to it.
Me too.
And I have people kind of telling me the same thing, but grandparents, they're like, oh, you're going to love it so much. You're going to love
That's
it so
funny
much.
that you're getting
You're
that.
going to love it so much. I'm like, what do you know? I don't know.
That's interesting. Though.
I
That's
assume
what
I
you're
am.
getting. Yeah.
It's a person number 8 in our family.
Oh, cute.
Yeah.
Number 8.
Number 8. It's a good number.
Yeah.
Whew.
That was fun.
That was funny. Apparently, we're excited about this.
It's been a long time coming.
It really has.
You've known my husband for 15 years.
I'm almost 63. Lots of people I know are grandparents in their 40s, in their 50s especially.
Yeah.
I'm going to be freaking 80 when this kid graduates from high school.
You'll still be super fit, though. We're not worried about it.
No, it's longevity, something.
Yeah.
Yeah, I gain more years than whatever, we'll talk about that another time.
Yeah.
So what's your current obsession?
This is kind of boring, but I just got a new phone. iPhone
And it
17.
blinked when you said
did,
that.
It did blink when I said
What
that.
are you excited about it? Does it not lay flat?
No, it does not. I have a pop socket on there too.
Okay.
But I don't know. It's just nice to have a phone that doesn't need to be charged like 4 times a day.
Oh, okay.
It's really nice.
Do I know you
And
got a new phone?
Yeah, you were with me.
Okay.
When I got it.
Oh, that's right. I forgot you did.
And I don't know.
I need a new
nice.
phone so I could be obsessed when I get mine.
Yeah.
Because mine is, I love the fold, but it's super glitchy.
But yeah, I just feel like getting a new phone, it used to be more fun when you actually got something new. And now it's just like, okay, copy, paste your old stuff onto your new phone.
Oh.
But it's still nice. And the camera's really good. And yeah, it's just been nice.
You know, it's not like they're making phones. It's like they stopped doing cool stuff.
They stopped doing cool stuff.
It's like they figured out all the cool things with the phones, and now they just stopped. And they're like, this camera's a little bit better than last camera.
That's it. It's a little bit faster. Your battery lasts a little bit longer. There's not really anything new to be excited about.
Somebody needs to figure something out.
I know. Why can't they at least make them like clear?
I don't know. They used to wait in line.
Yeah.
If they did something different with the design, if it wasn't this black hole when it's laying there, you're right.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, mine folds, which is super cool.
That is
but
cool.
It
but
makes
it's still the same when you
it's
open
a
it.
glitchy phone.
Yeah.
It's a glitchy phone. I looked it up and it was like, yeah, you're not wrong. The Bluetooth is a little glitchy because the hardware is different because it
icky.
has to fold. Yeah,
Well, that's not fun.
I know.
What's
I'll fix
your
it.
obsession?
I have been listening to the podcast with these two sisters called Cozy Conversations.
Oh, nice.
Because y'all, thank you. They commented on our podcast and were like, it's kind of the same.
Yeah.
So they're two sisters and they have a very similar banter as we do. They're from Chicago, so I love that. And it's funny to listen to other people that communicate in a similar manner to us.
Yeah.
So you should at least listen to 5 minutes one time.
Cozy Conversations.
Cozy Conversations. And one of them got pretty serious because they were talking about, they got a little bit political and all that, but they don't usually do that. So they're usually just talking about, shit they're reading. I think they're both Gen X. So they're at that stage in their life. They have different ages of kids. So they talk about all of that.
Yeah.
There's no point to it. It's the same as ours. There's not a theme.
Yeah.
They're just sitting around.
I mean, Cozy Conversations, that leaves it open to a lot of stuff.
It does.
Yeah.
So does everything in between.
Yeah.
So I feel like we're sister podcasts.
Oh, fun.
It's really cute.
I totally forgot that I actually am really, really into the book I'm reading right now.
Okay.
So good.
That's really different for you.
Yeah. I'm always reading. I just don't talk about it.
Yeah.
But
That's what I meant.
My husband and I, we read together. So we read the same chapters every night.
Okay, that's just too cute.
It's really nice. And then we
Yeah.
talk about it when we're done.
We
We find books that we both like, and we read the same. We're like on the same exact chapters. Where I'm like, okay, this one's 5 more minutes. Or reading the next chapter. Like, okay, cool. And then we finish off at the same time. And we're reading Dungeon Crawler Carl.
Your dad is reading that right now,
And it is
he can't stop.
so good.
Do you think I would like it? No. See, there was the pause.
It's very video gamey.
Yeah. No.
It's very funny though.
Oh yeah.
And it's funny. I laugh out loud. Like we are laughing out
I do
loud
like funny books
when I'm reading the book. And there's a talking cat who's very like
you
Persian,
have to try
funny.
Culpability.
Yeah, I'll try it. But anyways, if you have, there's 7 books. The 8th one is coming out now. It's fucking hysterical.
Have you read how many?
We're on the first one.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
So you've got a whole way to go.
Yeah, it's so good though. It's
Your
really
dad
good.
and I's reading interest
polar
intersects
opposite.
zero at all. No.
Yeah.
I think we've had one author that we've crossed on.
Yeah.
And
I will say,
Tristan Hannah, maybe.
Trey is a trooper because like I got him to read Fourth Wing, and he really liked it. But I feel like he's more. This is one where we both really like it a
well,
lot.
I love that you told me you guys hop into bed and then you have something that you do like a 30-minute fun thing.
Yeah.
Because you don't like going to bed.
Yeah.
You going to translate that to your children when they get a little bit older?
100%. Yeah. You get 30 minutes of whatever you want to do while you're in bed.
That's actually a genius technique.
Yeah, you want to read, you want to play
You just
your
gotta get
video
them in there
game,
earlier.
You want to, turn on an
Make
episode
it a
of
happy
Bluey.
place. Make the room happy. Make it a fun place to be.
What do you want to have your little 30-minute before bed? But you're in bed.
Yeah.
But you get a little 30 minutes of activity.
That's really cute.
I think it's pretty genius.
I
As
like
somebody that really hates
You might have
going
to start
bed.
at 15 with a toddler, but still.
Yeah.
It's a good idea.
Uh-huh.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's a better obsession than
Yeah. Well,
whatever
my book
it was
is
that you
so,
said.
so good.
It is cute.
I haven't been obsessed with a book like this in a really long time, so it's fun.
I love that.
It's just fun to laugh. Reading it, I'm
Good for
busting
you.
up laughing.
It's good for
Then I
you.
have to wait for him to get to the part where I laugh.
And you're reading happy things and the baby's feeling that.
Oh, totally. Yeah.
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 Cool.
So
Well, this was fun.
this was fun.
We will do a recap in about a year.
we'll
See if everything that we said was completely false.
Yeah.
And the baby ruined all of our lives.
Hopefully
and you
not.
hate being a mom and we hate being grandparents. I don't think any of that's going to happen. Maybe we
No.
should edit that out.
Yeah,
but
no.
anyway, it's been fun today.
Yeah,
thanks for listening. I'm Lynn.
I'm Braelyn.
This is Everything in Between.